so good to see so many people here showing up in support of Israel. Israel is under attack these days. Israel needs your help. We're here together to stand up in one voice that will echo all the way to Jerusalem.
One million Israelis now in shelter under the threat of the Hamas rockets. We have 6 Israeli civilians who were killed by Hamas rockets. This needs to stop. New York is showing up and standing up in solidarity with Israel. This is an amazing event with so many good friends that we see here today.
We will march in the streets of New York. Jewish life is valuable. I call upon all of our American brothers and sisters to stand with Israel. To stand with Jewish justice. The only democracy in the Middle East. Stand with democracy. Stand with a human rights abiding country and nation. I'm Yisrael Chai. Say it together, my friends. I'm Yisrael Chai. I'm Yisrael Chai. I'm Yisrael Chai. Today, Fernando Mateo and all of the Latin community around the world stands with Israel, representing the love that we have gotten from every Israeli, every Jew here in America. I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for my Jewish brothers and sisters who adopted me when I was 14 years old and taught me what it was to work hard. So I will bleed for Israel, I will be there for Israel, and we will support Israel all the way.
It is a conflict of a group that is attacked without provocation and a democratic state which is an American ally. We stand with Israel because it is just. We stand with Israel because she is our friend. Many of us here stand with Israel because she is our family. Our family is there. And so we will be there with Israel, and we will continue to say, Am Yisrael Chai.
We share the values here in New York. We know what attacks against civilians are. We share the sense of resiliency with the people of New York. And here is New York standing up in support of Israel, conveying such a strong message in support of Israel, against Hamas, against terrorism. And we appreciate all those people who arrived here today.
Free Israel from Hamas!
We need your support. The international community must stop Hamas. The international community must recognize our right to defend ourselves. We have very good dialogue with Washington. We have very good dialogue with DC and the administration. Nothing justifies attacks against civilians. Nothing justifies shooting 1,500 rockets in 2 days against our civilians. And this must stop.